I'm up here in sunny Middleborough, Mass. It's a balmy 90 something friggin' degrees today. And I'm working on the 52B car. Now, some of you guys would probably say, what's the 52B car? The 52B car is Pete Flaven's 1932 Ford 5-window coupe. So here's the 52B car. This is Pete Flaven's 32 5-window coupe. He built this in 2017. There's a pretty good thread on the ham. If you guys want to check out the thread, this thread is known as the 32 that nobody wanted. And you can see from a lot of areas on the car, he did chop the car, but this car was put together by just pieces, scabbed it together. You see here, quarter window came off of one car. New quarter panel here. You can see all the weld lines. The roof came off another car. This section was all. He did a really good job on it. Obviously, Roy Eidman lubed the deck lid years ago. Banjo rear axle. Got a trailer hitch. That trailer hitch was put on to tow Ray Prue's belly tank down at Trog in 2018. So this is a really cool car, if you can't tell. 39 top loader, full bomber seats. This is just a really bitchin' cool old hot rod. Obviously flathead powered, Mercury flathead, a PM7 high rise, dual 97s on it. 32 heavy axle. Pete built some badass hot rods, and this is just one of them, one of the many. So I'll be racing this car at the Pinetree Jamboree. Myself and probably Allie will be running it too. So if you see the car and you see whoever's driving, it'll be me driving it or Allie driving it. Come over and say hello. I'll see you guys at the Pinetree Jamboree. Hop in this thing. Oh, sorry about that. Got about a foot between me and the back of the seat. That's the fuel pump. I have to put these seat slides underneath the driver's seat so I can reach the pedal. So that's one project I got to do. Second project, I have to build some floorboards. He never really finished it. He got to a point where he could drive it on the beach. It's been to Trog a few different times, but it needed floor pans, and I had to put some adjusters on the front driver's seat. It's got old bomber seats in it, which are really cool. So I got the seat adjustment done. It's tough to film when you're working inside a car. And then I just wrapped up the driver's side floor pan. So I'm going to take the template that I used for the driver's side, flip it over, and cross my fingers and hope it's going to work on the passenger side. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. I just made the template out of a pizza box. Pete actually was at the house last night. Me, him, and Allie hung out for a little while. He actually came over and rode his dirt bike. He's got a bike. I keep it here for him. And we rode for a little bit, and then we hung out, ate a couple pizzas, had a few cold beverages. And I took the pizza box and made a floor pan template out of it for the driver's side, as you can see here. So, and then I'm going to show you how I did it by doing the passenger side. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. This was the template for the driver's side, and I need to flip it over to see if it's going to work for the passenger side. You see the oil from the pizza last night. So well, it looks like it is going to fit. Maybe just a real small modification here and there, but yeah, it looks like I'm pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, go in the shop, transfer it to a sheet of 18 gauge sheet metal, which is what the driver's side floor pan is, and then I'll get it cut out, bent, and then put in here. I end up using the bead roller to tip the edge on the side of the sill, on the like a rocker on the floor pan, because it has a curve around the edge of the body. Alright, so I got a pretty well cut up piece of sheet metal here. I'm trying to find the best spot for this piece of floor pan, and I guess this is it. I'll just cut it from here. So I need to remember, I need to add material on this side. So this is the side that goes inside the frame towards the transmission. I want to add about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and that's just a straight line, so that makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to do this. This yard ruler is 1.5 inches wide. I actually use this to lay out my louvers when I do louvers. Alright, so that's 1.5 inches. I'm going to break one edge of it first, and then break the next edge afterwards. Now this is just strictly a race car. Like I had said earlier a few minutes ago, Pete is eventually going to take this car and pull it completely apart. So this is temporary, just for the simple fact that I need the car to pass tech inspection, let's call it, up at Winterport Dragway. Kind of needs to have floor pans in order to race. Just going to make some marks here. Okay, so now what I need to do is kind of transfer this real slight radius. Sharpen my pencil. Gotta love the old-fashioned pencil sharpeners. With these edges, I got like a little 90-degree notch. Just a little 90-degree here. That spot right there, and then this spot right here. I need to connect that line, but it goes at an angle. It goes at, there's a slight radius. So I'm going to do the best I can and try to follow that pencil line. You're just going to move the camera because I got to get over there. I can't really do anything on the car inside the shop because I have the 34 right in the middle of the garage, so. Alright, so what you saw me what I did. I just took my little thing here, I'm using it as a scribe, and I just followed that pencil line, and it got me right where I need it to be. So now, when it comes time to tip that edge with my bead roller, I'll be able to do that. That there, this line here, is where I need to break it for the toe board, the kick up at the toe board. Alright, so I'm good there. That's my toe board, so I will eliminate Make sure I'm doing it the right way. I know I can use it either way. I actually think I made the template upside down. So I'm actually, the way I just did it, I'm making the driver's side again, but I will make sure when I break everything, I break it the correct way, the right direction. So this has to go down, down. I always write them. This will go up, up. This will go up. That'll go up, and then this will go down. Alright, so I'm going to get to cutting it out with my shears. There's a couple spots I can use my grinder, but for the most part I have to do it with the shears. I'll move you again. I'm on my right side. So I need to cut this at an angle, follow that line. The shear, I'll get this stuff cut on the jump shear. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, you can see. It's as good as it's going to get, people. Alright, cut the length of this down. Kind of help a little bit. Naturally, it's too long, so I gotta pull this thing out some. Not an easy task. It's hitting the. Whew. That thing's gonna be hitting something. There we go. So I can usually move it, it's just tough. There we go. Alright, let's see if that'll get me there. Yeah. Put my phone up here, it's got a magnet on it with a light, and I can see the line. So the cut I'm making here is for the toe board. Gotta love the jump shear. Alright, one little one I gotta make is, there's one more cut. This goes across the back. Probably could have cut this just a touch more. Perfect. Alright. So now what I need to do is I need to get this edge broke. Once these edges are broke, I'll then bring it outside and then I'll transfer my line just to make sure it's right. I'll transfer it on the body of the car while this is on the car itself. Alright, so I'm just going to measure this real quick. The floor material, the sub rail material is 1 inch tall, but I bent the driver's side at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna match the driver's side. So all right, let's get this bent. Perfect. All right, so next I need to tip this edge up. Make a quick mark. Actually, let me just make a quick measurement. Just gonna set that in to 1.5 inches. Doesn't take much to kick that up for the toe board. It's actually probably too much, to be honest with you. I'll probably end up having to tap that down some. All right, so the next thing I gotta do is I'm gonna bring it out to the car, dry fit it on the car, and then scribe the radius just to make sure I have all my measurements correct. So let's go check it out. Let's set this in place. Oh, I forgot I gotta break that. So it looks a little tighter than the driver's side was. I'm close. It's gonna go forwards. Oh, I don't think I did break that edge in that one. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to trim this back. Alright, so what I ended up doing was, part of the problem that was going on was there's a weld right here. So I had to just notch this around the weld. And then this gap measurement from here to the A-pillar is about 1/4 of an inch smaller than the driver's side. So I just trimmed it down, just straight down and then over. So now it's sitting in place. It's where it needs to be. What I'll end up doing is just throwing a couple zip screws in up here. Once this is scribed and folded down, I'll throw a couple zip screws in on the side and that'll be it. Get the bomber seat back in and then we're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna go grab my pencil and make this mark real quick. So again, there's a radius to where the car is channeled. So on this rocker panel, this is not a straight line. So run my pencil down, describe it. Pop this panel out, and you should be able to see that mark. So you can see that. So now I got to tip that edge down, and then we can get this in the car and drilled and screwed in place. Drop my phone. So I didn't use the right die. So what I need to do now is, so I'm just going to finish off shaping this radius on the edge of my table. let's go bring this outside, see how it fits. Real quick. I know I got a couple of big tools, fancy tools that I use, but honestly, I could have bent that over the edge of the welding table or in a vise. I don't have a big metal brake or box pan brake. And same as the bead roller. Before I had a bead roller, and I know that's not a very expensive bead roller, but before I had that, I used to just do everything on the side of my welded table, like a lot of guys do. So, all right, let's put this in the car and see how it fits. All right, so that's a slide underneath the seat mount. We'll grab my hammer and do a little bit of fine tuning. I'm gonna get a drill and get some self-tappers in. 3 self-tappers in the side, and then I'll do 3 on the side of the rocker panel, and then I'll get the seat bolted back in. We'll be good to go. Pretty good. Let's drop that screw. It was a gift from a subscriber, a viewer. Thank you so much. Is all the people that have been around for a while seem to have bad luck with drill bits. Not bad luck. It's okay, it said Pete had done all the work on this car several years ago, and he doesn't drive it. It's something that sits around until he finds a reason to drive it, which is the Pinetree Jamboree. So hopefully a lot of you viewers are going to be around this coming weekend. The event runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's on-site camping, so if you have a camper and with a generator and you can live self-sustained, if you can survive in a camper for a weekend, you should come up to Pinetree Jamboree. It'll be a good time. So I want to show you guys something really cool. I don't know the history of everything, but I believe one of Pete's friends, Colby, probably did these seats. The foam underneath with the webbing and all that stuff. But when I pulled this seat cushion off of this bomber seat, this is what I saw. That's a Tornadoes logo, and it's burned into a leather patch, I guess you call it. That's just so awesome. I didn't know that existed, so that was a cool little surprise. Some of you guys know I'm a member of the Tornadoes Car Club. We're a car club based in New England, and we are all die-hard traditional hot rod guys. I have to do one more thing, which is I need to just move the mount for the fire extinguisher, because I moved the seat forward so far. Now the seat hits the fire extinguisher, and the fire extinguisher's in the way, or it won't go back into its mount. Excuse me. So I gotta move that real quick, and then that'll be it. Battery's dying. Come on, get in there. Damn it! I gotta charge the damn battery to put that one screw in. Alright, just gonna put the screw in for the, what do you call it, fire extinguisher. That is it.
Maybe you need to send a message.
Alright, that is done. Look who's here. Allie made it to the video.
I made it to the video.
Yay, Allie appearance. Alright.
Now I have to put the mic on my floor.
Alright, so we're gonna go back down to the our Pinetree Jamboree homestead. And Allie went and spent more money. The girl spends money like it's
Really?
water.
Really? I spend money? Michael spends
Money, she spends money like you wouldn't believe. Alright, hold on. Allie got fake wood floors. Pimping? Yes, it's just laminate.
Yeah. But that's the right stuff,
That's
right?
perfecto, bro.
I know. Careful, don't dent it.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
It's 8 by 12.
8 by 12.
Alright.
It fits right across. It fits all the way across.
Yeah, alright, well, I gotta-
Perfect. Like nice and
Just had to make sure it's safe.